Hello?
Hello, Mr. Booth!
Hey. Hi.
How the hell are you?
Oh, God. I can't wait to die. Just every second that goes by, it looks better and better.
Wow.
I'm doing great. How are you?
Jeez. You know, I don't feel that great because I was just playing that HQ trivia thing, and I'm ashamed to say I didn't know what the capital of Canada was. And yeah, do you know what it is?
Not Ontario?
I already fucking forgot it.
Frank?
But I got that wrong, and I was like, that was like the fourth or fifth question, and then like I got like, if I would have stayed in it, I would have gotten at least up to question 10. And I'm like, well, now I feel really bad. It is Ottawa.
Right.
Ottawa is the capital of Canada. Yep.
Well, that's information we should know.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
We wouldn't know about all these stupid trailers that came out.
Oh, do we ever?
Our life.
But so just to like set the stage a little bit. So you have not seen anything, right? Like you haven't seen Deadpool 2. You haven't seen Solo.
Anything since War, and I don't care if you spoil them. I don't care.
Because we could do some chat about that. We got some new trailers that dropped. Why don't we do this?
There's a lot.
We
have a lot of stuff that we can talk about.
We haven't talked in like a month. So, but first off, like, hello to everyone that started listening to the show, because I feel bad that it's like, we got a bunch of new listeners thanks to Podbean, our host, for the show, and then we kind of, we did like Infinity War and just like blew that all over the fucking place, and then it was like, oh yeah, sorry, we got some shit going on, man. We just got lives and being adults and shit.
Yeah, right. You have 2 kids, and I have a theater that I keep thinking I'm doing well at. And it's just not the fucking case.
What's wrong? Why do you feel like you're not doing well at it?
I don't know. I'll give you my answer off the air.
You're just being self-deprecating. I'm sure you do well at what you're doing.
No, I'm pretty sure that my time here is up.
Wow, that good, huh? So
yeah,
pretty sure.
Remember when I was always like, my ego's great. I'm a wonderful actor. I do great work all the time. I don't remember the last time I did something I liked.
Oh. So where can people buy tickets? That's.
Oh right, we still have this weekend and next weekend. All right. Just I don't know. If you want to go, just find it.
Yeah, just type in BJ Theater and see what comes up. I'm sure.
Oh, please do that. Please send pics of what you find.
That's how I found it. It was a little sloppy.
My porn's tired of me going on there for free, so I need some pics.
Oh, I missed the show. So
yeah.
So why don't we do this here? Like we'll throw it. We'll do it. We'll intersperse it. We'll do a trailer, a movie, a trailer, a movie, a trailer. Okay. So what the trailers that have dropped recently? There's been quite a few.
Yeah. Wow. I forget that like it's always this time of year where a ton of shit drops.
Yeah,
like,
man.
E3's this weekend, so all the movies, all the trailers are like, we got to get out there before this video game bullshit takes our steam away. So there's all the movie trailers that came out this week.
Yeah, and there's a lot to say. What do you have a preference of which one to start?
I don't. I'm a little rattled today. Today the whole day was
I noticed.
Rough. I just got home from doing a show. I mean, I wasn't in the show, but but today's been very rattled. So I forgot exactly what came out. I remember Halloween today.
Halloween. All right, that came out today. That I will say, like, I'm behind on Halloween movies, but that looks really fucking cool.
I wrote it off immediately. Like,
really?
When they announced it, yeah, totally. Well, last year maybe something I don't know, maybe 6 or 8 months ago when they announced that they were rebooting Halloween.
But it's Blumhouse.
Again, and then it was like Jamie Lee Curtis was in it. It was like, oh, okay. And then they were like, but she's not his brother anymore. I'm like, all right, so you guys are just gonna screw this thing to the ground again. Like, I'm out. And like I saw an old buddy of mine posted it this morning, and I was like, I don't give a shit about this. And he's a massive Halloween fan, but still, I'm just like, I don't care. But like it kept popping up all that. Like most of my feeds today was the Halloween trailer. Yeah. So I watched it and I was like, holy shit, this looks dope.
Yeah, man, Blumhouse knows how to make a horror movie. Like they know what they're doing in this front, you know?
I don't watch horror movies anymore, and I keep hearing that Blumhouse is great. It's a great production place, but I don't watch them anymore. But I think I might want to try to go see this. It looks great.
Yeah, I mean, I missed A Quiet Place in theaters, I think. I don't think it's shown anymore, but that I heard was like really, really good, so I'm bummed that I missed it. I didn't realize that John Krasinski directed that movie, too.
He did. I think he wrote it, too.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, dude, like, good on you, Jim. Like, I still don't buy you as like a, an action hero like these other movies you're trying to do, but like, all right,
no, give him a chance.
I don't know, I can't, no, because I just any time like I see a trailer or even just like a picture of him in like one of those action movies, I'm just like, I just know you're gonna at one point turn and like give that smug look at the camera, like, it's a living, and
do an impression of Stanley.
Yeah, it's like, oh, come on, man. Like, I don't buy it yet. I mean, like, I'm sure he's a great actor.
Beats Battlestar Galactica.
The movie.
I watch that.
Yeah.
I like alliteration in my movie titles. Get on that, Blumhouse.
Yeah.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Brought to you by Blumhouse.
Halloween and hippos are hungry. Hungry.
You know what? Dude, if you want to sell me on a horror movie or make me the slightest, like, interested in the slightest, show me teeth where teeth don't belong.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Yeah, that was my second favorite part of the trailer, because my first was the bit with the closet. That thing.
The end.
That freaked me the fuck out. That freaked me the fuck out. Because it's like, I know what's there. I know what's coming. Right. Like, I'm like, oh, you're going to close the closet. And then it doesn't close all the way. And it's like, oh my god, no. Just fucking leave. Just burn the house down. Never go back again. Just get the fuck out of there. And then she does it like what feels like 7 more times, trying to close the door. And it's like, oh, is this going to be it? No. Is this going to be it? No. And it happens so many times. I'm like, okay, no. And then, of course, she opens it up. And fucking there he is. Like, again, I knew that shit was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna be there, but still, like, packed that scare. It was still so fucking great.
Well, it's shot really well, and like all those like jump scares that you constantly see and you know that are coming in every other fucking horror movie. All they ever do is like once the scare happens, it's here it is. It's real quick and right in your face, but it's a far away shot. And when he's going to slice her, he's very slow at it.
Yeah,
it looks so cool. It looks like a Halloween movie, and I used to love Halloween when I was a kid. It was one of my favorite movies, and this looks like that movie that I loved as a kid.
Yeah, it looks a lot of fun. It looks really well done.
It looks really interesting. I really love the fucking the mental institution in the beginning of it.
That was creepy as fuck.
It was super creepy. That checker, but like, what kind of? Don't go to that hospital ever.
Yeah, why are you in a big checkerboard? Like, what the fuck kind of institution is like? Yeah, we're gonna chain all the inmates up in these big squares. There's no bars. There's no rooms. There's no beds. But at least they get plenty of fresh air and sunlight. Vitamin D. That's great.
Plus, there's mad dogs.
Yeah, like, what the fuck kind of screwed up institution is this?
You feel safe, you lunatics?
Because we sure as hell don't. It looks like some like deranged version of like Alice in Wonderland or something, where it's just
right?
More tea.
Like Hermione's playing people chess and is done fucking around.
It was called Wizard's Chess.
L6.
And Ron was the one who played it. Okay?
Oh, Ron dead now. Ron got his fucking shin bones eaten out of his throat.
Happy Halloween!
That's the name of the movie. It looks great. I am very interested in it. It's nice to eat my words, I guess, every now and then, you know?
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to horror movies.
Yeah,
Like between that and Hereditary, like
I don't know what that is.
Like Hereditary,
yeah.
Supposedly it's this batshit crazy horror movie that's amazing, starring Toni Collette, and I'm all about Toni Collette.
Oh, I don't know. I have that one's not on my radar yet. But I've grown to really appreciate horror movies. Like lately, like I don't know, I've been trying to get back in them. Like Monica does not fuck with horror movies at all. Like she just absolutely refuses. She's probably gonna fast forward that first like bit of the podcast now when we talk about it. She just does not do it at all. So I have to like watch them when I can.
Fun of Checkers is creepy. Hi, Monica.
Don't make fun of my wife's fears of Checkers, okay? It's
baby.
Yeah. But I've
fast forward to the part.
Yes, but here, but I've tried to I tried to watch them more and more lately, and I've recognized I've turned and I'll watch them in the comfort of my own home in my basement, like the lights are on. It's like I watch them on my lunch break or something like that when I work from home or something, and I turned into a black person in a movie theater where I'm just like oh no, don't do it, lady, no, oh okay. You fucking did it.
If you're going to do that, go to the movie theater. It's way more fun to do that at the movie theater. I love talking in the theater.
No, you're what's wrong with this shit.
I know. I can't help it. I love it. And every now and then I'll make people laugh. So if I'm gonna get laughs, I'm gonna keep doing it for the rest of my life.
No, but I watched the Shallows recently, that shark movie that with Blake Lively.
I heard that was good.
It was really good.
I don't believe it.
Dude, it was so much fun. I feel every couple of years we need a cool shark movie. So that was
do we though?
Yes, we do. Because that was it for 2016, and then this year it's a fucking Megalodon movie with Jason Statham.
Oh, you know what? That kind of looks cool.
yeah, it fucking does. I saw that trailer, I think, before Deadpool, and I'm like, yes, I want everything about this movie.
I think it looks cool. I'm never gonna see that. The only reason I think it looks cool is because Jason Statham is in it.
I want to see Jason Statham fight a giant fucking shark.
I don't care about shark movies, and here's why. I'm not afraid of sharks. I'm not afraid of this perfect killing machine. You know why? I don't go to their fucking house.
Yeah.
But those movies don't scare me. All they have to do to win is don't go to their fucking house.
Well, that's where they get you, BJ. In this movie,
it's too easy to not get eaten by a shark.
Well,
it's too easy.
No, because in this movie, the shark grows legs.
What movie?
No, I don't know. I just made that shit up. But that'd be fucking great.
Oh well, fuck you. I thought I was gonna get a Tremor shark. I was kind of into it.
There's a Tremors. There's a Tremors TV show now.
Yeah, that looks terrible.
Like a new one.
I thought it wasn't getting made. I thought it got scrapped, and then they were just like, "Here's the trailer. See how awesome it could have been." And I looked at it, and I was like, "This is garbage." Tremors is stupid.
No, man, I fucking love Tremors.
You're out of your mind. They had one good movie 20 some odd years ago.
Yeah.
So you keep that alive?
Yes.
It just gets worse and worse all the time.
No.
Don't let it die.
No.
Yes.
I like the first one. The second one I was okay with. The third one is a piece of hot garbage. I don't think I ever saw the fourth or fifth one, but there's that many of them.
I've watched a little bit of most of them. I've watched all of the first one many times because that movie is dope as hell.
Yeah, it is.
But the rest of them are just that guy from Family Ties chewing scenery
yeah, he's fucking bad.
Life depended on it.
Yeah. Oh, but you know what? Quick side note about talking about eating your words. I will admit that the reboot on Netflix is a piece of shit.
I told
you were right. You were 100% correct there.
Voltron a week though.
Voltron is really fucking good. I've been getting up early to because I was like I don't have any time to watch shit anymore. So now I'll get up a little bit early on the days I don't go to the gym, and I'll just quietly watch something on Netflix on my tablet in the dark before anyone wakes up. And I watched the second season of Voltron. I watched I caught up on Black Lightning, and Black Lightning wasn't bad. And then I watched the toys that made us. I've been watching that now.
I have to catch up on that. I've only watched almost all of the Star Wars episode.
Oh, that's really good. I just watched the Barbie one just before this, and it's really good.
So lovely. The which one?
The Barbie one, which I was like, I don't really give a shit about Barbie, but that story is fucking bonkers.
It's all everything they do seems so interesting.
Yeah.
Like I don't give a shit about Barbie either, but like I'm looking forward to that episode.
Yeah.
That show is just lovely. I love it. Black Lightning, I have just started to get into, and I don't like it.
You know what's funny? I think Black Lightning suffered from the same problem that Luke Cage did for me. Because like it's like, oh, you think it's going this way, and this is the villain, and we're gonna set up a battle between these two, and then all of a sudden, like halfway through the season, it's like, no, there's this other guy, there's another villain. I was like, but why? Wait, what happened to that first guy? Like he was really cool.
Really, they scrapped Tobias Whale because that's like the only thing that's keeping me going.
He comes back, but there's like 4 episodes where it's like, oh no, it was really this other thing and the secret government organization that was like pulling strings. But then Tobias Whale comes back at the end, and he's really cool. He's like a fucking badass villain. But
I really like him a lot. I really, really like him.
Although I think they had to like add in towards the end to like remind people that he is actually a black guy, but he's an albino, because like he'll say something like, "Look at this black guy," and like I feel like people were like, "Isn't that dude white?" And like, but he's not.
He's albino.
Yeah.
That's not clear.
I don't know. I mean, dude, America's dumb. Like we don't figure that kind of stuff out. But then again, we're also like apparently really okay with racism with a lot of parts of our country. So,
right. You know. Plus, we don't know the capital of Canada.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we have to kind of like fill in the blanks with. We could use better education all over the place, I think.
So with Black Lightning, like I've never been a Black Lightning fan. Like if you shove a book titled Black Lightning in my face, I'll just be like, I'm just gonna go read Captain America. But like I enjoy him around, but I've never like been I don't know really anything about his lore. I just like, okay, so you're I guess Detroit for all intents and purposes. You're a Detroit street level villain with fucking dope superpowers. And like I know you're an educator, and I know you're like super dad, right?
Yeah.
But the way that like their dialogue is really awful in the show, and the guy playing Jefferson Pierce isn't really not that good. I don't think. Like I like him enough, but like just watching the show, like he himself is so ham-fisted a lot of the time with this ham-fucking-fisted dialogue he's given. Like the only people I really like on the show are his kids. And Tobias Whale.
Yeah.
That's about it.
My problem is his costume is like too much. Like I feel like that's like, all right, like
don't do mockery.
Yeah.
It's way too mockery.
Yeah, shoe-mockery is a good way to describe it. It's like, come on, man, like this is a bit much.
Yeah, he looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze.
He does, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know. Like I liked it in the beginning, and then it got like it was like kind of like meandered a little bit, and then I forgot about it. So I was watching it as it aired, and then like I fell completely off, and then CW took episodes off of the player. So I was like, I'll just wait for it on Netflix. So I finally like got a chance to finish that season, and it's like it's okay. Like what bothers me too is that it's set completely apart from all the other Arrowverse shows.
Right, and they have no plans to join them at all.
Yeah, which is a bummer, because like that's kind of the best part with a lot of those things. It's like, you know, the Flash can show up.
Especially because Arrow's ending, I think, this season, right? The next.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that actually ending.
Oh, you know what? No, I'm sorry. Legends of Tomorrow, I think, is it.
Really? I hadn't heard that either.
Maybe I'm making this up.
I think you're making that up, because I was at the upfront this year, and they were like, Stephen Amell was there, and he's like, oh yeah, here's the big news: Batwoman's going to be in our crossover this year, and we're bringing in Gotham City. So unless they're going to like get rid of Arrow and make a Batman show, they're not going to get rid of that show. I mean, dude, they're up to like 14 seasons of Supernatural. They're not going to end something like this. It's actually making money.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure Supernatural is the only thing keeping Tumblr alive. So, they're not going to end that fucking show.
No.
I guess I made it up. I don't know why I thought I heard that never mind.
Yeah.
You would have heard it at the upfront if that was true.
Yeah, no, they kept that. They're going to keep all that going because it's yeah. I mean, but they also said like I don't think they're going to do any more shows at the same time in terms of like the superhero shows. They're like, yeah, no, we kind of reached like max capacity with this. Like, tone it down, nerds. We're not going to make every fucking DC show. Right. Yeah, which they shouldn't. Which is, I mean, at least that shows more restraint than Warner Brothers as a film studio has. Yeah. Oh, they got 19 movies on the slate. Oh my god! Do you want to talk about that shit for a second? Because like they're doing like 2 different Joker movies right now.
Yeah. Why? Fine. That's great. I probably see both.
No.
One of them at least didn't star Jared Leto, and one of them does.
Like what? Like did they like lose a bet with Jared Leto or something like that? That now they have to make a fucking movie with him.
I don't know. Like with so much, all the shit that these people talk about these movies and, I got cut out. I'm not happy about this. I'm so unhappy. And then you give him a fucking movie? Are you crazy? This guy sent fucking pig organs and used condoms to his cast. Like, don't employ this guy.
Yeah, no one's going to want to work there. Like, you're not going to be able to get craft services if it's like, oh, what is this? Oh, it's a pig testicle? Fucking Jared! Yeah.
Do you think for one fucking second the only shining star of their whole universe is ever going to do anything with that as long as that guy's involved in it? You can't put a Justice League movie ever.
No. Speaking of Jared Leto, though, he was at the Upfront performing with
Pitbull's music.
Apparently, like his song, his like latest song is like going to be licensed for like all the CW shows, or like their promotional materials, but. Like, the guys from Supernatural came out to, like, do a little bit about their show, and like, oh yeah, we're going to season 14. And, the guy who plays the taller one, Jared, Padalecki or something like that, he's like, I'm kind of bummed. I thought I would be the most famous Jared on the stage today. And then the other guy, Jensen Ackles, goes, oh yeah, I think they got the Subway guy back there too. And everyone went, because that guy is like legit in jail for child pornography. And it's like, and like, even the guys like were on stage just like, really? Like, really? That's what you went with? Like, fuck you, man.
Yeah. Don't go off script.
No.
Maybe you're not the guy to go off script. I love Jensen Ackles, but
yeah, not in that environment. Like, yeesh. Yikes.
You say that shit podcasts, buddy.
Yeah. What else? Where the fuck? Yeah, so that was bullshit. Joker was bullshit.
I got nothing else to say other than fuck that movie.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Fuck that kid.
Speaking of fuck that movie, Deadpool 2. Fuck that movie, man.
What happened?
I was not pleased with Deadpool 2.
What happened?
So, I remember what I said.
I know. Love it. They think it's great.
Who said that?
But a lot of people I know in real life.
Okay.
But then on the keep seeing like all kinds of vitriol against it, which I guess isn't anything new or surprising. Yeah. Well, so what happened to you?
So
what?
Listen to this. So remember what I said after the second Kingsman movie, which was leave it to 20th Century Fox to ruin a franchise. Like, just run something right into the ground. Like, oh, you like this? Let's do more of that. The same fucking thing. Now, there is like a paper thin story in Deadpool 2. It's like the plot is like fucking dumb and laughable and cliched and just ridiculous. Now, it's funny, but a lot of the jokes are like the same thing, or they just like try to push it just a little bit farther. Like the bit where he gets his arm, was it his arm or his hand blown off in the first movie? Well, this one he gets his whole lower body gets blown off. So now his whole lower body is in there. It's just like these little baby legs. It's like, okay,
that's funny, but that's not. You did the joke already.
Yeah. So, and they just like run that shit into the ground. And it's like this, so a lot of the jokes are the same thing over again. And I'm like, no, we saw that one already. Okay, the blind lady. Yep, she's blind and she doesn't know where people are. That was hilarious. Okay, like, same shit. Like, so a lot of the same bullshit with Colossus. Deadpool. What's that? I'm sorry?
They just made the Hangover 2 and 3 with Deadpool in, is what
pretty
happened.
Much. Even like Cable's like motivation for stuff is like, little hazy at first. It gets better, but like it's still like Cable, by the way, who looks pretty fucking cool, but just like the best parts though, Domino fucking steals every scene that she's in. Is
I had a feeling she's really good in Atlanta too. Zazie, I like Zazie Beetz.
She's really, really good. And it's also tough. Like the motivations for so much are like fucked up because like Deadpool wants to like I don't even know what he wants to do because it's like spoilers for this, but like within the first like 10 minutes, the girl dies. Morena Baccarin, they kill her off.
Right.
And then he's like, oh, we were going to start a family. We were going to have kids. And then he kind of like sort of joins the X-Men for a hot second as a trainee. And then, you know, takes this kid under his wing, but then not really. And then he also wants to die. And then maybe he wants to be a father figure, but then he also wants to die. And then he doesn't want to die. And then he wants to be a father figure. Like, it makes no fucking sense. And it's just infuriating. And so it's just like watching like the worst Family Guy episode, over and over again.
Oh man.
Yeah. But I will say this, the post-credit scene made up for the, like, not made up for the whole movie, but that was better than the whole movie.
The one, are you talking about, which one you don't mind spoiling it, right?
No.
On the episode. The one about him fixing timelines and shit?
Yes.
Okay. It sounded funny.
Because of two things specifically.
Sounds like an obvious thing to do in a Deadpool movie.
Yeah,
to me, though.
but it was hilarious, and it fit like so well because they go back and like quote unquote fix the first Wolverine movie by getting rid of that shitty Deadpool that they had there.
Right.
So he shows up and shoots him, and then like the coup de grace was like they show actual Ryan Reynolds, like going like welcome to the big leagues, and he closes the Green Lantern script, and then he gets shot in the back of the fucking head.
Okay.
It's like just like that was just like such like a perfect way to like close out that movie, but like it still didn't make up for all the other things that were in there, and it's just like I don't know what the hell else you're gonna do with this, but it's not great.
Yeah, well, maybe there shouldn't be a Deadpool 3. Maybe they should just focus on an actual team movie instead of killing everybody off without them doing anything.
Yeah, well, it's just exactly what they did in this, which was funny for like 5 seconds, but then I'm like, okay. That's still happening.
Like, don't show me Terry Crews and then yoink him the fuck away immediately, right?
Yeah.
The joke I don't feel is worth it.
No.
Especially you filmed action sequences with these people to not put them in the movie.
Yeah, it's like a big fuck you to like all the fans to be like, oh cool, like because there are legit Shatterstar fans and stuff like that, and they're thinking like, oh cool, here's a character, and not only that, but like here's a character, that is in the comics at least, he's a gay character, and then and then it's like, all right, cool, we're finally gonna get this kind of like representation in these movies, and then it was like oh, you thought you were gonna get that? Fuck you, nerd! And then they fucking just killed everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I looked a bunch of stuff up because I figured we were gonna talk about it. I knew I wasn't gonna go see it. And a lot of it just doesn't sound fun or a natural progression of the story you already told.
Because there isn't one. That's the thing.
I don't know. I'm going to see it. I want to laugh. I'm sure that the jokes are great.
The jokes are so, like, I laughed a lot. It was funny, but like, again, I'm like, there was nothing else to this. Like, it's not a memorable one. Like, in the scheme of things, like, we already have Black Panther and Infinity War that are, like, way up there. This is already, like, really low. Like, this is easy. Like, if I were to rank all my movies, it's easy. Like, yeah, that one's down towards the bottom.
That's a bummer. That first movie is really super great and was refreshing.
Yeah. And, like, maybe you just can't do that twice, you know? Like, that's something that, like, you're never gonna have that first Deadpool experience again.
No, yeah. I mean, it sucks that it's probably tired after 2 movies.
Wow.
That sucks for Ryan Reynolds. I'm glad that that's the case for T.J. Miller. Part of me wants to just see his last movie ever before he kills himself. Fucking hate T.J. Miller.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that guy's a piece of shit. So, yeah.
That sucks to hear. Poor Ryan Reynolds. I feel bad for him.
But you know what else still also sucks? So like segueing into this next one, the like lukewarm reception that no pun intended,
Solo.
Solo is getting, because I
lukewarm.
Yep. Aha! Not like Frozen and Carbonite.
Left on that. I can't believe I didn't get it. Oh man!
Because I really like this movie.
I don't understand puns anymore.
No. I really like this movie. I really like
Good.
Solo. Like, it's a lot of fun. It's a good, like, adventure space heist kind of movie. But like, yeah, I don't know why the box office seems to be like so shitty about this.
It's got to be because of Last Jedi, right?
That could, well, yeah, that was divisive to a lot of folks, because there are a bunch of fucking man children that can't accept that a movie made for children is not for them anymore. But
right.
Like, it's,
and won't let that shit die to the point of chasing Rosemary Tran off the fucking internet.
Fuck
now,
you.
6 months after the fucking movie was released.
Yeah. No, so that's something else we have to cover too. But like, yeah, man, like, fuck you.
Beard breathing dipshits. The fucking traffic. Just go walk out onto a fucking highway and leave regular people to the earth. All right?
leave the earth to regular people, you mean?
What? It doesn't matter. I'm mad. You get it? You understood what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
I'm angry.
Yes.
I'm angry today.
But
now we're talking about fat neckbeards who won't leave the earth.
Oh, but holy shit, dude! Speaking of fat neckbeards, when we saw Deadpool 2, we were leaving, and there was this group of probably 6 or 7, probably 20-year-old white guys. That are so clearly you picture dumb nerd in your head. That's what these were. One of them was definitely wearing a fedora, was legit wearing a fedora with shorts. And I'm like, oh my god, dude. Stop it. Stop it. Go home. Now. Go back to your mother's basement, because I know that's a dumb stereotype for nerds, but that is most definitely where you live right now.
Look, it fits. It just fits. For most of you guys, it fits. We know exactly what you are and where you live.
But what was funny, they did hold the door for Monica when she when we were leaving, and I was like, and then right after they let go of the door, I turned to her and I'm like, I'm surprised he didn't go, "M'lady."
Yeah, you should have said that to them.
But
God.
Yeah, man, that's true. But I mean, the other thing too with that movie, I was sitting next to an older guy, and those kids were clearly having fun with this movie. They were laughing a lot. They were loud and enjoying themselves. And seriously, 30 seconds into this movie, the old guy sitting next to me turns and just goes, "Shut up!" And I'm like,
"Are you serious?"
Yeah. And I'm like, "Really, dude? It's fucking Deadpool. These kids are laughing and enjoying the movie. Fuck you, dude."
It's okay to laugh in a comedy.
Yeah.
You're supposed to. You don't have to be quiet when there's a joke. This is how humans react to things.
Yeah. So I think that made me want to laugh even harder at everything that happened.
You did the right thing.
Yeah. And I kept slapping his knee and stuff. Be like, "Oh, that's a good one. Isn't that right, Chester?"
Point him in the rib. Good. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
You joy killer.
But yeah, Solo, if you get a chance, don't bother with Deadpool, but see Solo, man.
I want to. I don't have time. Don't have time to. This summer's fucking I don't know. This year got nuts.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing with that kind of stuff, I guess.
I guess I would rather go see a Star Wars movie. Rather do that.
Aww.
I especially I got the big reveal cameo spoiled for me pretty fast, and I desperately want to go see what that's about now.
Yeah, because they're clearly setting something up to do more in that. They could do a Solo 2 story, but
they wanted to, a week before it released, they were like, "Hey, we're gonna try to do a trilogy with this," and then, oh no, we didn't make any of our money back.
You know what's I do wonder like what Disney was thinking in general though, not in terms of a bad thing, because like I remember when Rogue One came out, and like Rogue One to me isn't like a kid movie, you know, like that's a movie for adults, and
that's a war movie.
Yeah, and like there are still Rogue One toys on the shelves because like no kid wanted this. They were like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
Yeah. Like
you'd figure Solo would have been like I haven't seen Solo toys anywhere.
Well, that's what I was just gonna say. Like I do wonder now, like since this isn't the Saga one, I wonder if they're like maybe we just don't market this one in the same way. We try something different here and make it more for like adults, and it's you don't have that groundswell that you did for for Last Jedi and for Force Awakens. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I don't know how fiscally ideal it is to make just collector toys. Like I wanted an L337 toy real bad. I want a fucking Childish Gambino toy and a cape real bad.
Oh man, oh my god, dude, the capes are like the best. They comment on those capes like at least 4 or 5 times in the movie.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's so fucking good. Like at one point, Emilia Clarke, she's like in like I guess like the closet or something like that of the Millennium Falcon, and it is just full of capes. They're just like of all different colors and sizes and shit like that. And she's like, there are a lot of capes. Like she like flat out is like, holy shit, Han Solo, you're gonna fuck me on this bed of capes because look at how many fucking capes there are.
I love that. I love Lando so much. I'm so glad that there's kind of a Lando movie.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad it's starring the absolute perfect dude to be a young Lando Calrissian.
It's so he steals every fucking scene he's in. It is so
Donald
good.
Glover steals everything he's in.
Yes.
He is the hands down greatest American treasure. I love every single thing that guy has ever touched.
It's great. It's so good. Yeah, but it's definitely worth it. But that's what my thinking was like, yeah, there's not really much in the way of Solo merchandise. I do wonder then if it's just like, nah, like we're good on this one. Like we know what we're doing. We're revising the expectations of this one a little bit more, which would be healthy for that. So I hope that's the case because like I desperately want to see how this plays out now in like for a future story. I
want to fucking do Darth Maul toy.
Yeah,
that's
man.
What I fucking want.
And complete with robot fucking legs too, man.
How do they look? I didn't see a clip or anything. How do the legs look?
They weren't bad. Like, cause, like, he's wearing like a cloak or whatever, but like, then like he like adjusts or like goes to like kind of sit up or stand up more. And I was like, oh shit, that's him. And it is totally the fucking same guy too. Like he's totally aged, but it's the same dude.
It's Ray Park?
Yeah, it is 100% the same guy.
Park back. That's gonna suck if they do a Darth Maul movie because that guy's acting is wet butt. Bad at acting.
Well, he can. Yeah, he is. He could still do the stuff. Like he could still do all the moves though, because like I saw him like someone recorded him at a comic convention. Where they're like, "Hey, dude, here's a lightsaber." And he was just like, like humming the Phantom Menace theme song the Duel of the Fates the whole time. Like, yeah, man, I still got it. Please hire me, Lucasfilm.
Yeah, that guy's still totally a ninja, but like, I mean, if you have him in a cameo, you're putting him in another movie.
Yeah.
And you're definitely going to give him more to do. He can't do anything. He can't speak. He was Toad.
Yeah.
Darth Maul was Toad in the first X-Men movie.
Yeah, he was.
You remember what he did? Bad stuff. Bad acting. He's bad. Get an actor. Get an actor and just splice in Ray Park doing ninja shit.
Yeah, he could be the stunt double.
Put Ray Park's face. You know what? Have Andy Serkis do all the glue Ray Park's face onto Andy Serkis.
Yeah, I mean, like they brought back Grand Moff Tarkin. They could do this, right?
Yeah, of course.
You know what else? Yeah. Oh yeah, that would be awesome. Because he was he was like the coolest character in Phantom Menace, and it's like, oh, sorry, we cut him in half. It's like, fuck you, man.
I would love to see him like working with and trying to take down the Hutts and trying to take down the Black Suns and all that shit. I would love a space mob movie starring Darth Maul and Jabba the Hutt. I would love to see that.
See, that is literally what the second Han Solo movie could be, because at the end of this one, he's like, what are we going to do now? Oh, that Woody Harrelson said there was a job over at Tatooine. Let's go look at that shit. And it's like, he's talking about Jabba the Hutt. Like, so that could very easily be the next movie.
Do that shit. Just make Goodfellas, but in space. Do that.
with a giant hairy Wookiee. That's fine.
That would be awesome.
You know who gets like a name mention in this movie too?
No.
Fucking Bossk.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that necessary?
Yeah, no, it wasn't. But I was like, holy shit, Bossk! Like I had to explain who Bossk was to Monica on the ride home. She's like, why were you like, oh, when that guy was like, Bossk was like one of the other bounty hunters, because it was Boba Fett.
In 6 seconds of Empire Strikes Back.
It was Boba Fett, Bossk, IG-88, and like the weird fly face dude, right? And then, but he was the toy that like when they did the Power to the Force collection in like the 90s, when they did the re-releases, that was the toy you could always find. Like I remember going there,
but like. That was at like a time where like Star Wars was just coming back.
Yeah.
And like, they were trying to make it cool, but like nobody knew who Bossk was, other than like hardcore fans.
Yes, but again, like you could go there and it's like there might be
there were like 19 of them.
Yeah,
so 19 Bossk toys got bought.
Yes, yes, because like you'd go there and it's like I remember sifting through the toys because I was buying the toys at that point, and I'm like going through and like looking through every single one on the rack to be like, oh, all right, there's one Bespin Luke in here, and then you're right, 19 fucking Bossk toys, and it's like, I don't need to buy Bossk. Like, I could find Bossk whenever I need him. Like, if I ever get to the point where I'm like, I guess I'll buy Bossk. Like, now my collection will be complete, you know?
I actually really like Bossk, but like, I'm never like, well, God, put Bossk in a movie.
Well, he's not physically there. He's mentioned in conversation. Like, Woody Harrelson's crew was like, oh, like, yeah, like, that one job you pulled with Bossk, and this, or it was like, oh, fucking Bossk! It's 2018!
That is the laziest pandering I've ever heard. So lazy. How's Emilia Clarke? Is she decent?
Yeah, she's really good. It's
good. I'm glad.
She's really good because like she plays this like look, all right. I want to back up for a second. Like this is not the Han Solo that you see in A New Hope, because this is before he becomes that jaded smuggler. At first, like when he starts, he's this like wide-eyed rebellious kid. He's more like Captain Kirk in like the rebooted Star Trek movies. You know what I mean? Where it's like, what's that?
That's a good move.
Yeah. He's like, fuck it. He's like, I'm gonna be a pilot. Like, whatever it is, I'm really good at this. I can drive shit. I'm gonna be a pilot. But like, he loves this woman, and they're trying to escape together. This is like the first like 10 minutes of the movie, and he gets out, she doesn't. So he has to like figure out a way to get back to her. So everything that's driving him is to get back to her. And then he finally gets the opportunity.
Whole movie?
No. Well, that's like his like first like part, and like he finally gets the opportunity. Like it jumps forward like a couple of years, and he finally gets the opportunity to go back, and he ends up running into her on the way back, and she is a completely different person. And it's
that's Emilia Clarke.
Yeah, and she has had to do things and make decisions to survive that he didn't have to because he got out. And
that sounds cool as shit.
It is. It's so awesome because it's like, and this is again what leads to him becoming the guy he is, because he gets, he doesn't know if he could trust her. He wants with every fiber of his being to trust this woman and love this, and just like, no, we're done. We're together again. We're all set. Like, the end, but that is not what's going to happen. And he doesn't realize that. And he doesn't learn that fast enough. And that's like the betrayals between like him and the crew that he joins and her, like those betrayals are what will harden him on the outside. That it's like, no one gets me except this fucking space dog. And it's just him and me against the fucking world, because fuck everybody else.
I want to see this movie, and I want there to be more of them.
Yes! And they leave it at such an awesome place, especially with her, that it's like, oh, this is gonna be cool. Like, I gotta see what the fuck she does next.
So, do you think that Disney will just be like, fuck it, we're going ahead with this anyway, or are they gonna cut their losses at one Solo?
I don't know. I think what they might do is try to scale that budget down a bit. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the Kenobi movie is scaled down too, because like that's not a movie that kids are gonna see. You know, there's the same thing for Rogue One. Like, all right, maybe Rogue One didn't come from the merchandising standpoint. It made money. Like, let's adjust this a little bit to focus on like this is more for the adults. This is more for everybody. Let's do it this way. That's how I see it. Because like,
I think that would be smart. Right?
Yeah. And I'm sure, like, if you asked all those people, hey, can you make another one of these? Yeah, they would fucking do it. You know?
Yeah.
They got the opportunity.
It's possible to make a Star Wars movie that doesn't cost $170 million.
Yeah. and not for nothing, but, like, that movie was plagued with issues. Like, it was, they fired the directors halfway through the movie. They had to do all these reshoots and changes and shit like that. But you could do that movie for cheaper, and and we did just have a Star Wars movie 6 months ago. So like, I still like the idea of it being a Christmas movie. It is every bit like an action, like a summer blockbuster kind of movie, but that could have just as easily been a Christmas movie. Like, make this a Christmas tradition.
Yeah, I will never understand why they did that. It should have just been. We did just fucking see a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
And like, all these articles now, like Star Wars fatigue, fatigue. Not Star Wars fatigue, guys. It was way too soon.
Yeah.
It was too.
But I think what they might be trying to do is get to the point like what they have with Marvel. Marvel's releasing 2 or 3 movies a year. Why can't they do the same thing with Star Wars? And it's a point.
Because Star Wars is supposed to feel special, I think. Like, if from a business standpoint, yeah, I get it, but you can't merchandise Rogue One at all, and people did not respond to this movie. So you don't need to get to the Marvel point where you're releasing 2 fucking Star Wars movies a year. That sounds like a nightmare to me. That sounds like it's taken away the special event of Star Wars, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But I wonder if we
Marvel's not a special event. Like, Infinity War was special.
Yes.
But other than that, like, Avengers 1 was the last time it was special. Like, they're fun movies to see, but they're not special.
Yeah, and they're cranking those out too. So like, it's a factory, and it is a factory that's making awesome shit. So like, everyone kind of forgives it.
There's one my apartment right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be very curious as to how they handle that in the near future. But
yeah, I hope they do it. I would like it sparingly.
Yeah.
My vote is sparing.
All right.
Fingers crossed.
All right. So
trailers. We're done with the movie, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I haven't seen anything else. I mean, 2 weeks is Jurassic World. That's the next thing.
Yeah, I think we're probably going to see that. Jackie is super excited to see that.
Yeah, man, I fucking love dinosaurs. Who doesn't?
Me too. I'm looking forward to it. The reviews are not great, but I don't remember the reviews being very good for Jurassic World either.
Yeah, I don't care. I love that movie. That movie was awesome.
Dinosaurs and Star-Lord.
Yeah, man.
But I mean,
it looks like the same fucking plot again, but hey, fucking works. Let's do it.
In the same plot for 5 movies.
Yeah. No, we just don't fucking learn. Like, there's a reason these things are extinct. Leave them dead.
Yeah. There's no way to have a dinosaur movie if we learn.
Yeah.
in the next dinosaur movie.
The next one though has to be in space, right? Like, it's like
better be.
We have
the
to
next one has to be a crossover with Fast and the Furious.
That's Fast and the Furious 10. That's a Universal movie too. Holy shit! They're gonna build their fucking franchise. They're gonna build their shared universe. Like, what do we got? All right. So here's what we got. We got Vin Diesel in Fast and the Furious. We got the fucking Minions, and we got Jurassic Park. Okay, put them all together.
Tyrese has to drive a Tyrannosaurus Rex in space.
Yeah, to stop the Minions. Like. I'm
in. Banana now? Oh, shit. No, banana now.
Get him, T-Rex!
The whole movie. I guess we just saw it.
Yeah, they're just gonna. I'm waiting for that montage where they have to fix up the cars, and it's just putting a bunch of like fucking engines and nitrous oxide on the back of dinosaurs.
That's awesome. Trying to like tighten a bolt on a thigh of an ornithologist. No, that
an ornithologist? Isn't that what, like an eye doctor? What the fuck is that?
Stegosaurus. Hey, there's one.
You don't know what dinosaurs are, do you?
I don't know.
But yeah, that movie looks cool and like creepy too. And like again, they made a fucking super killer dinosaur. Like you'd think these people would fucking learn, but no, they made another fucking super ass killer dinosaur. And like that scene where like it's creeping at the kid. Oh man,
yeah,
fuck
creepy.
that.
It's supposed to be the movie. Like I guess the reviews I saw, it like. They say that that's an interesting way to go, but the payoff for it is kind of ruined by the end for like a summer blockbuster payoff. Yeah? So like they kind of I guess they kind of abandoned the horror aspect late in the game.
Oh,
but it still looks cool. It's dinosaurs.
Yeah, man.
I want to see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see that one.
Did you see Lego 2 movie trailer?
Yeah, I mean like it's more of the same kind of stuff, which I'm.
Well, no, it's not the more the same kind of stuff. Apparently, the friggin' apocalypse happened while we were sleeping.
Well, yeah, they showed the Duplo toys showing up.
Yeah.
That happened.
Now, the Lego movie is now Mad Max. I don't think it looks... I mean, it looks fine. I'm not super sold on it like I was the trailer for the last movie, you know?
Well, I mean, the last movie was... Well, wait, are we talking about the last... Lego movie or the last, like the last movie they did was Lego Ninjago, so...
No, I mean the last Lego movie.
Yeah.
Like the crap Lego movie.
I mean, I didn't see that in theater. I didn't see that in theaters, so I don't know about this one, if we'll see it or not, because, like, I have to see more for the trailer. I mean, the movie's not going to come out for another year. Right.
I did see the first Lego movie in theaters without a child and with a bunch of adults.
You totally ended up on some sort of watch list.
Another adult and not a child. I'm a child. Fucking baby. Fat baby. Crying in his own fucking shitty diaper all day goddamn long.
I'm just gonna I don't know, but I'm just gonna isolate that audio, and that I want for my ringtone now. Just...
So goddamn sad. Hey, voicemail. I'm so goddamn sad. Leave a message at the tone.
Oh, baby, go boom boom. Yeah, thanks.
Trailers.
Wreck-It Ralph 2?
I see you like this. I saw that you like this.
Yes.
I still don't like it. And I think it looks worse with every new trailer.
Oh, look at the bit with the princesses, and there's gonna be fucking stormtroopers in this?
That's a tired, like, it's just this, it's an obvious joke at this point. I think it was an obvious joke.
I don't know. It's like, so the first one was like meta commentary on video games, and now they're gonna do the same thing with Disney. They're just gonna poke fun at themselves with this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Esme went apeshit when Iron Man picked up Vanellope, and then Stormtroopers came on. She's like, "Dad, look, there's Stormtroopers!"
Yeah, which is the right response. Not what the fuck your problem is.
I'm happy that she's into it, but like, I don't know. I think maybe I'm just in a shitty mood lately.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I fucking noticed, man. Like, this is supposed to be a comedy show, and you're just like, well, fuck everything. I'm just gonna, maybe I'll go eat worms. You fucking...
I can't wait for the sweet release of death. Yeah. Knock, knock.
Waka waka. You're fucking...
Hopefully.
Yeah. It's like, welcome to the new Raging Nerd On with James and Eeyore, okay? Fuck you, man.
Every silver lining has its cloud.
So, all right. So then, you know what? We'll table the rest of the trailer talk. I wanted to tell you I've been remembering like dumb stories from my youth, and I'm like, I've been texting you to be like, hey, have I told you this story? And like, I can't believe I haven't told you this one. This is the field day story. So this is what we'll probably close out on.
I don't even think, like, you have been texting me, and I don't think I've done anything but say one-word responses to you for like a month. Do you want to do this anymore, man? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it was kind of weird that you started grunting through your text messages, but
I don't know how I got Tim Allen's number. But...
well, he's got a lot of work to do now that Roseanne got canceled. So
yeah, he's gonna say something stupid soon enough.
Yeah,
he's gonna get canceled. It's Tim Allen. He does nothing but cocaine and says dumb shit.
No more Santa Claus for you, dude.
Dude, if they don't take it from Roseanne, they ain't taking it from a white guy.
Yeah. Nope. All right. So, listen. So
the white guys everywhere, we're done. We are over. We are all canceled.
Canceling white people
for the better. Unless your name is John Goodman, it's for the better. The only good white guy we have left.
Yeah, I mean,
anyway,
you're not wrong.
Yes. Field day.
All right, field day. So, when in elementary school, at the end of the year, they'd have field day. And in 5th grade, my last field day, right, I was already, like, every bit, like, the preteen fucking just, like, I don't want to do field day, Mom. You know, like, this is dumb. I don't want to do this with this dumb reindeer games. You know, I'm not doing this.
How about I just go eat worms?
Yeah, pretty much. And meanwhile, like, thinking back, I was, like, 11, like, but still just like, ugh. So, like, my last one, my mom, bless her heart, was like, James, this is your last one, you know, just fucking do it, you know? And she came out to field day, right? So she came out there to be like, you know, just so I can watch me, you know, mope around the fucking soccer field or whatever for the day, right?
I feel the best thing a parent can do for a child at that age is to not attend their field day.
Yeah. So the whole day, I'm just like half-assing it. So like, I feel bad for all of the kids that were on my team because they're all like, it's like, because I would be the last one to go because I'm just like, you know, sticking my hands in my pockets, be like, yeah, okay, whatever. And, they're all like, yeah, let's fucking go, anyway. let's go, come on, woo, let's do it. And then I'm just like, okay, and like, you're just like half-assed running down, yeah, whatever. So we get to this one, I don't know, whatever the fuck game or whatever it's called, and there's an empty bucket on this side, and like a few paces down or whatever, yards, whatever, is a bucket full of water, and we have a sponge, and we have to run to that side, put the sponge in the bucket of water, turn around, run back, and empty out the sponge and hand it to the next person, right?
Cool.
Yeah. Makes total sense. Totally fun. Field day, okay? So,
we're 11.
You're 11. This is fun. Physical fitness.
All I'm thinking about is any day now I'm going to start jerking off like crazy. But no. Let me plunge into another bucket.
Look out, world. I got 6 pubes and a whole lot of attitude, all right? So,
I got a wallet chain, a pair of Jenkos, and a glint in my eye. Get out of my way, universe.
That is 100% what I was wearing. So,
outside doing athletic shit. Oh man!
Again, I am once again, like I said, the last one. So, you know, the bucket on our side is almost full. They're like, everyone's fucking screaming because they're all a bunch of fucking 5th graders losing their shit over this dumb game. And I get to my turn, and I'm like, oh, fine. You know, again, I'm just like, oh, I guess I'll run. Fuck. You know, I'm like half, like, you know, like this, like, dumb, like, half, like how Napoleon Dynamite would run is how I basically ran.
Tina, you fat lord. Come empty the sponge.
Yeah, 100%. So I make it down there.
This bucket. 5th grade.
I make it down there. I get the sponge, and I come back, and again, all the other kids on the other side, like, come on, James, fucking do it, go. And I get maybe like 3 steps, like, away from the bucket, right? And I'm almost fucking there, and my foot slips.
Please tell me your head was in the bucket.
No, the other end. My foot slips, and I just slide the rest of the way, and I literally kick the bucket. And this bucket flies in the air and covers, just completely drenches this poor girl that was standing right there on my team, just fucking drenched. So needless to say, we lost, and
But that's how I met my wife. I'll get him sponge water right into her face.
It's a great icebreaker. It really is. But so that was like the end of it, and like I honestly wish I could remember what happened after that, because I just so vividly remember the feeling of slipping, and then the look on this girl's face of just like total like shock and anger, just being dredged. And then again, like, to make matters worse, like, we totally fucking lost that match because I ruined everything.
Yeah, with your shitty attitude. I'll tell you exactly what happened after that. Your mom just looked at you with her eyes half closed and slow clapped like, yay.
Yeah. It's like, well,
that one's mine.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing he's smart, because he's not getting any athletic scholarships.
Our biggest hope at this point is that he turns out gay.
Sorry to disappoint you, Mom. I'm all about the chicks.
Oh, man.
So, yep, that's field day.
That's field day.
Next time will be the treadmill story. I'll tell you that one.
Oh, well, that could only end in one way, right? Whatever your story is, I'm just going to keep yelling my visual of the story over you talking. I'm James. I tried to make an OK Go video, but then I burned my face
off. So
I don't know how legs work.
Yeah, man, they're really hard. I'm still figuring out. I'm still figuring this out. This walking thing. Yeah.
Well, take the fucking wallet chain off.
That was probably that's what did me in. Or I should have just gotten to the end of the at the other side and just like dunked one Jenko covered leg inside it, because it would have soaked up the entire bucket of water, and then I could have just run over.
We were the same goddamn teenager. I don't know why I'm making fun of you. We were the exact same teenager. Yeah, I'm Sarah remembers what I fucking look like. So she can corroborate this. Tell me to shove my judgment up my ass. Right where I stored my fucking mixtapes of ska bands.
Yeah, man, real big fish, and no doubt. You got some no effects in there? Cool.
I was just saying no effects.
And some fucking Pennywise? All right.
Oh my goodness. All these bands I pretended to like for no reason.
All right, we'll wrap this up. Usual stuff, folks. RagingNerdOn@gmail.com, at RagingNerdOnPod on Twitter. And, yeah, that's it. Otherwise, you like the show, subscribe, and, wherever. I mean, you figured out how to get it. I don't know why, I don't know people that listen to a podcast without subscribing to it, so I feel like, you've gotten this far. Just keep doing that. Listen to it, again, the same way that you're doing it right now. But yeah, that's it, folks. I have been James Ferguson.
I'm BJ Booth.
Still alive, folks. We'll see what happens in the next episode.
Saying that exact sentence instead of my name, and then I just what's the point? Just say your fucking name and tap out.
So fucking.
Why all the cute little business at the end, BJ? Just say your fucking name like a person.
But that's the whole bit, you dumb fuck. That's how it is.
Life's going so great for me.
Nerd on, everybody.
Nerd on a noose around my fucking